Here's the story.
Oh, and what a story it is.
Now, many people know about that functional family called the Bradys. You know, with that maid who worked for free and lived there.
Oh, Alice, will you please help me with dinner? As soon as I find a black tie.
Anyway, if you're really into spoofs and like mockery movies, well then you would know that they came out in the 90s. 2 movies that spoofed on the Bradys, and they are great.
Sweetheart, I think you better show him.
Suppose you don't want to go out with me now, huh?
Oh, of course I do. It's not your nose I'm after.
It's a fine boy Marcia's got there.
Oh, Marcia, it looks like rain. You better take your shawl. Doug, how about you? Do you have any protection?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Assorted colors and textures.
I like the texture.
Good for you.
First one is the Brady Bunch movie. The second one is the Very Brady sequel. They're great. They mock them perfect. Everything you would think about how to mock the Bradys, they do it perfectly.
Potato sack race!
Now, what many people don't know about is that in 2002, a new movie was released called The Brady Bunch in the White House. The Brady Bunch in the White House. The Brady Bunch in the White House.
Architects will be able to use that time to design homes for other homeless people.
See how powerful music can be? $10, I can make a mock documentary about the Brady deception.
Vice President Marshall Ross has decided not to seek re-election as President Randolph's running mate. Vice President Ross has accepted a position as president of Fox Studios at 5 times the salary, where he feels he can have more of an impact.
Doing the right thing is always easier when you're doing the right thing and doing it for the right reasons. I've often found that we tend to go astray when the wrong reasons are presented as the right reasons, when in our hearts we know they're just not right.
But in light of the preponderance of recent scandals, isn't the prospect of finding a running mate in Washington with an unblemished and honest record nearly impossible?
So by providing a home for homeless architects, instead of spending their time foraging for food, these downtrodden architects will be able to use that time to design homes for other homeless people. Homeless people. Homeless people. Homeless people. Homeless people. Homeless people.
Now let's watch the Brady Bunch in the White House. Why hail to the chief? Why not pledge allegiance to the world? See? It's that powerful.
It's a story of a man named Brady who was busy with 3 boys of his own. They were 4 men living all together, yet they were all alone.
Just like the other movies, it begins with a scene that reflects the modern world and shows the Bradys still stuck in the 70s.
Don't stop. Yeah, come on, make it hot. Keep moving. Don't stop.
Hey, huh?
Then out of nowhere, a random girl comes to Bobby and tells him her cat ran away.
He ran off that way. Don't worry, Annie. I'm here to protect and serve.
Protect and serve what?
Keep moving on.
There she is.
Keep moving on. Keep moving on.
here.
Go to it.
So Bobby enters this abandoned warehouse or something where he sets off a Rube Goldberg contraption. Ugh, I can't take any more of this. So basically, the rope breaks and he finds a wallet with a lottery ticket inside it.
All that for a lottery ticket? Why don't you have him, like, fall into, like, a cargo box, and the box gets shipped off to, like, Egypt, where he has to break free and wander the land for, like, 40 years, and becomes Pharaoh and tells people there's going to be like a drought for 7 years and then prosperity for 7 years, or vice versa that, and then tigers come and he slaughters them by slitting their necks open and feeding all the blood to the children of like Indonesia, and then when he gets sent back to England to tell him about his conquest, the Prime Minister of the Republican Jack gives him a wallet containing a small code where he has to punch into the computer and he gets time warped back to Egypt where he becomes Pharaoh, and he tells people there's going to be a drought for 7 years and prosperity for 7 years, and then he goes back to England and then something happens in between all that. I don't know. Is this pretty much what they did for the script?
Here she is, Annie. Mittens could have been killed. You're so brave, Bobby. Wow. Wait till Mom and Dad hear about this story.
Here's a story of a lovely lady.
Nah, we already had to listen to this song.